as we have discussed, sugar molecules are formed in the kitchen, that is leaves. You must have studied the anatomy of leaves. Huh? Anatomy of leaves. Epidermis. Upper epidermis, lower epidermis, vascular bundle having xylem and phloem, and this region is known as mesophyll region, and the cells present in this region are known as mesophyll cells. Mainly pellicid and spongy tissues are there. Depending on the species of the plant, xerophytic, sclerenchymal tissue can also be there, right? If it is mesophyte, purely spongy and pellicid tissue. Hydrophyte, parenchyma tissue, because it needs air cavities. See, when you study physiology, it doesn't mean that anatomy is to be excluded, or integration of the whole thing will help you to understand the whole process, and therefore I am taking this small part. Now, so what will happen? And yes, of course, in the upper epidermis and in lower epidermis you will find stomatas also. Now what will happen? Light falls, energy is absorbed, there are certain organelles in the tissue which we call it as chlorophyllous tissue, chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll will absorb the quantum energy in the form of photons, packet energies, and electron is being excited, the whole Z field will form. You call it as light cycle, dark cycle. It is not a dark and light, that is actually this, right? And then the formation of the glucose in the dark cycle. Now what happens? This glucose that is formed in the mesophyll cell, that will give that glucose to the another mesophyll cell, to another mesophyll cell, to the vascular bundle, to the phloem. Simple, very simple. But how will that we will take it? Now question should arise in your mind that the sugar molecule that is formed, how it is transferred, because it is sugar molecule. How it is transferred? How it is transferred? Again over here, you need pathway. The same pathway sugar molecule will also take as water molecule has taken. Apoplastic pathway and symplastic pathway. In certain species, you will find that major transportation is through the apoplastic pathway. In certain species, you will find that major transportation is through the symplastic pathway. In certain species, you will find that in certain organs or in lower parts of leaves, apoplastic pathway is going on. In topmost leaf, the symplastic pathway is going on. Depending on the environment, because external factors do affect the transportation as well. So, and here This is the source organ where sugar is formed. So it is known as source organ. Now this source organ will export the sugar molecule to the sink organs via phloem. Pipeline. It is a pipeline between the source and sink. And one scientist, he demonstrated a very good, experiment. He took two vessels in which one was with simple water, different concentration. This was sugar, filled with sugar, and these two vessels were connected through a pipeline. So what he saw? He saw that water molecule started traveling and the water level of the second vessel increased. This is what actual over here also it is happening, the same phenomenon, that the cells which are producing the sugar is having higher concentration, and because of that what will happen, that the sugar, the source is having more concentration than the sink. Sink is what, as we have discussed, there could be vegetative tissue, there could be meristematic tissue, there could be the fruits, anything. There the sugar is dumped. Roots, rhizomes, that sugar, that is the organs in which the sugar is collected. They are the sink. And from there, regular sugar is also utilized for the energy production. So there is always a depression of pressure in the sink organ, and there is always an elevation of pressure, or you can say the pressure is very high over the source organ. And because of this difference of the high pressure gradient from the source to the low pressure gradient, it will sink. The whole transportation process occurs. Now, as we have seen that phloem is having phloem tube along with the companion cell. What is the role of this companion cell in the transportation? So mainly, yes? Huh? All activity of the phloem. Okay. Companion cell controls the activity of the, that's what we have discussed initially, in the starting of this lecture. We have seen that this companion cell is living cell. So all the metabolism is being done in the companion cell. Okay, and here this, because it is having nucleus, okay, it is having nucleus, there is always a synthesis of protein also. Energy is also being synthesized in this companion cell. But now question arises that we have talked about the pressure gradient. It's sufficient. Why you need passive is quite good enough. No. What will happen here sometimes that the one experiment was done. I think some of you are biotechnology students. So you must be knowing the Arabidopsis plant. So what they have modified the Arabidopsis plant And what they have done, that they have, yeast, which enzyme it produce? Invertase, सुक्रोज को ग्लूकोज फ्रुक्टोज में कुछ ऐसा होता है ना, हाँ होता है या नहीं होता है? तो एक्सपेरिमेंट ऐसा था कि इन्वर्टेज एंजाइम was been produced at the apoplastic part, that is the sugar molecule that is formed is being transformed into the apoplast part, and over there the invertase enzyme used वहाँ उसको वर्क करने को दिया। तो क्या हुआ, सुक्रोज जो था उसका स्प्लिटिंग हो गया, डीनेचरेशन हो गया, किसमें? ग्लूकोज और फ्रुक्टोज में। सो व्हाट हैपेंड, instead of flowing, what the worker have observed, that instead of flowing of the sugar to the sink, the surrounding cells started absorbing the sugar and fructose, because it is glucose and fructose. Now because of the absorption of this fructose and glucose, what happened, the photosynthetic rate also decreased, and because of the decrease in the photosynthetic rate, what happened, the yield decreases. The yield decreased, overall transportation of the sugar was cut short, decreased. The sink was not getting any more sugar. This was, so from this little experiment, it came to, or one more understanding came, that there is always the transportation of this sugars is in the form of the disaccharides or in a bigger molecule, in a big molecule, not in glucose and fructose. Secondly, what happened, that there are in the companion cell, if we talk about the symplastic pathway, so what will happen, that there are certain transporters protein. Now this transporter protein, or they are known as co-transporters also, protein co-transporters. This protein co-transporters, they are produced by this companion cell, and this companion cell will help in attaching this co-transporter protein to the sugar molecule, and that sugar molecule will again be tagged with the one more molecule. If this is a sugar molecule, okay, sucrose, then a co-transporter protein is been attached to the sugar, and along with that energy molecule is being tagged by this companion cell. And so this sugar molecule, what will happen, that because of this protein and energy, the sugar molecule will able to transport from the one cell to another cell through the plasmodesmata. Another thing, that when the sugar molecule is formed, it is being transported to the companion cell. Here the sugar is being more, you can say it's modified into a complex structure, more oligosaccharides. Simple sugars, they are being modified into the more complex sugars like oligosaccharide sugars, and then it will pass through the pathway. Why? Because so that sugar can't go reverse. Otherwise it can go reverse also. If condition applies, it can go reverse also. So such big molecules are formed of sugars in the companion cell itself. Right? So this is how the transportation of the sugar this because of the energy, it is known as active transportation of the sugar. Due to the gradient pressure difference, if the transportation occurs, it is known as the passive transportation. And this experiment that we have seen, the our scientist, the very famous scientist, Munch flow hypothesis, through which we have understood the two-way of flowing of the water and sucrose molecule from sink to source and source to sink, and therefore the minerals that are being dumped from the xylem is being transported to the teacher, to the yeast, right, via phloem. Now initially when we started, I told you that why there is discrepancy, why xylem for water and phloem for sugar. So here we are having the answer that because sugar will create more concentration, it needs the help, and that help is being provided by the living cell, and therefore nature has selected phloem, or you can see the biasness that you can see by the nature is because it needs the help, it needs the companion cell, and therefore the phloem is selected for the transportation of sugar, and xylem is selected for the transportation of the water. So did you understand the whole process? Which layer is responsible for producing the multiple epidermis or bark? Multiple epidermis, see, there is dermatogen layer. There is a layer. This is hot sit always we call it. So there is a layer which is known as dermatogen, and this dermatogen layer, it is active layer. It is cambium-like layer, or you can say it is a external cambium which is present in the cortical region. He wanted to know the cortical region. So that region was cortex. Epidermis is already been crushed, right? And that dermatogen is producing more number of cells. Okay, and that more number of cells, when they are crushed, they are dead, it becomes bark. So the scientific language or the scientific term of that layer is multiple epidermis, not simple epidermis. Okay, and the layer by which this bark is formed is dermatogen. Then another question what he posed, how this Castellian strip is formed. See, there is always a deposition, Stulon height. मैं तमने कीधु superior no Stulon height, and he told that I gave you the hint also. What hint was there? The pressure is created. How pressure is created? So the deposition of this superior, I cell check. This is one cell. Okay. So the deposition starts. This is 2D. This is 2D plane. But if you imagine a cell in 3D, what will happen? That there are four on the sides. There are wall, and the deposition starts from the wall to the center. Okay. So it goes in this fashion. It goes in this fashion. It goes in this fashion as well. From all the corners, from sides, from front and back. So from all the sides, but from wall to the center. From outside to inside, the deposition is seen. Understood? So this is the answer. The another question what he posed, the roots. So he wanted to ask you that true roots are observed in which plants? In algae, in rhaphides, in pteridophytes, in gymnosperms, angiosperms. So true roots are observed in pteridophytes for the first time. Roots are there, see, roots and stem is observed in rhaphides, two organs. Sorry, leaf and stem. False root is there. Integumentary free organs are એટલે જેને ત્રિઅંગી વનસ્પતિ કહે છે. Stem, leaf and roots. Two roots are observed in Granophyte. Triangi vanaspati. Then he posed another question. That has imbibition force. Anything that is been absorbed by the non-living tissue, non-living. wood है, wood को भी आप पानी में रखोगे तो थोड़ा फूल जाएगा. हाँ, जैसे दरवाजा है, मानसून सीजन में फूल जाता है. It is due to imbibition of the moisture from the air. Imbibe something. Right? Gujarati I just forgot the term. Example, the best example, if you have a test tube, fill it with the moong, add some water, plug it tightly and then put it in the for overnight. क्या होगा? अंदर sprouting चालू हो जाएगा. Why? Because the water is being taken up by the seeds, and these seeds, when it gets fully touch it, तो वो pressure create करेगा wall पे, तो test tube फूट जाएगी. That is imbibition pressure. Due to absorption of more water, the seeds imbibe more water, तो turbo pressure बढ़ जाता है, seeds फूल जाते हैं, इसीलिए प्रेशर क्रिएट होता है. तो वो प्रेशर को imbibition प्रेशर भी बोलते हैं. राइट. व्हाट वाज नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? स्टील नहीं, स्टीली, इट इज द सेंट्रल रीजन in the pericycle and pith. Between the pith, that is the center region, and the, if you take a section, what you will find? You will find the outer epidermis, you will find the cortex, you will find the endodermis, you will find the pericycle, you will find the pith, you will find the bundles, vascular bundles. So this region is the stellar region. When pith is absent in lower groups of plants, when pith is absent, then the whole region inside the pericycle is known as stellar region. Another question was posed, what about the cambium? Which other cells are present in the vascular bundles? Accessory cells. This is xylem, this is phloem, and in between there are cells which is cambium. Okay, how secondary growth takes place? This cambium ring will become active and will start producing xylem on inner side and phloem on outer side. Okay, but what he meant to say that in between also during secondary growth, द्वितीय वृद्धि, any other શું થશે? What will happen that the cells present in the stellar region rather than xylem and phloem, xylem and phloem થી બીજા normal cells જેને આપણે stellar region cells અથવા ground tissue પણ કહીએ છીએ. We tell it as ground tissue. They are simple parenchymatous tissue, and this tissue, the cells present in between the two cambium, that cells will become active. They have lost the property of division, but they will regain the property of division, and they will form a cambium, and the whole ring will form. This is known as cambium ring, and this cambium will form normal parenchyma tissue, which is known as rays. Which rays? Which rays? કયા મજ્જા પેશી પ્રોડ્યુસ કરશે? ગુજરાતીમાં એને મજ્જા પેશી કહે, ઇંગ્લિશમાં શું કહેશું? Which rays? Annular ring, annular ring is what? That is the growth is annular ring. One winter, one summer, one annular ring. The growth during this winter and summer is annular ring. Medullary rays. It is known as medullary rays. So the cells that are produced, they are medullary rays. Okay. Now this cambium is known as, and this cambium is known as. Can you remember it? The cambium between the two vascular bundle is known as procambium is the condition before from which the cell becomes procambium, then it becomes cambium. पढ़ो हाँ दास दत्ता एंड गांगुली वॉल्यूम 1, वॉल्यूम 2 एंड वॉल्यूम 3. A nice Gita for Watty. हाँ फिर टेडोफाइट्स कौन से एरा में? जुरासिक एरा. क्या जुरासिक वो पिक्चर नहीं देखा था डायनासोर वाला? That you search it in your Google Mother. That I also know. Okay. Now we will be starting with the any questions now left out? Yes. When there is no vascular bundles, they are made up of xylem and fluid. So there are tracheids, lower form of, or you can say the undifferentiated form of the EU. Like for an example, you take bryophytes, where xylem and phloem are not there. So transportation is through this simple osmosis and pressure gradient and water potential. Or if forms are present, then active transport is there between the membrane transportation. कैम्बियम वाला कौन सा? नहीं तो वो याद करके बताओ. Okay, now we'll be starting with the movements, plant movements. You all have studied plant movements, right? Yes or no? Okay, there are, see, we all move, right? I walk, you all walk, run. Animals like lizards. You have studied the classification of the animal kingdom. उसमें जितने भी आपने animals पढ़े, from lower group of animals to higher group of animals, all the animals crawl or walk or they show locomotion. But have you ever seen a plant walking, trees walking, or moving any locomotion? No, right? But yet there are movements, and therefore the plants have movements, and we call it as plant movements. Please pay attention. But certain unicellular plant cells, they show locomotion. They can, but that locomotion is from one place to another place with the help of certain media, like water current, air current. So this is how you can see the plant motion or movement, actual locomotion, actual movement or the transport from one place to another place in plant is not observed. They are always rooted in the soil at one place. So there are two, when we study this plant movements, how this movement occurs. If a mosquito comes and sits on my finger, or an ant comes and bites on my finger, what will be my response? Right? So why this response comes? Due to the stimulus. Which stimulus? That the mosquito came and bite or ant came and bite. So that is a stimulus. So here also there are certain stimulus from the external environment or the internal stimulus which triggers the plant to the movement, and this is known as plant movements. It can be categorized into the spontaneous movements and the induced movements. Now I will take it very fast. There are three types on the basis of these stimuli. It has been categorized into the tactic movements, nastic movements and the tropic movements. Right? Now this tropic movements is basically the growth movements. Tactic movements are with the external stimuli, and the nastic movements, they are related with the external stimulus, but this external stimulus, along with external stimulus, it has got the you can say the deflection movement. The deflection, that what is difference between the tactic movements and the nastic movements? Both have got the stimulus due to the external stimuli. See, in tactic movements, what you will find? Stigma, chemotactic, chemical, some chemical like pollens for an example. In lower group of plants, the pollens are dispersed and the chemical that moves out from the female, that chemical will attract the zoospores of the or you can say the male spores towards the female. That is the movement, and this shows the chemotactic. Phototactic, certain cells in the water, okay, when the sunlight falls, there is a stigma, there is one organ in the cell known as stigma which works, and because of that the stigma becomes active and the cell moves towards the sunlight. So photo means sunlight, so when it moves towards the light, it is known as phototactic movements. Chemotactic movements, due to the temperature, the movement that takes place, that is thermotactic movement. From cold temperature to high temperature, from high temperature to low temperature, when the movement is observed, it is known as thermotactic movement. So these are the tactic movements. Then what are the nastic movements? Nastic movements are the seismonastic movements. Seismonastic movements, touch me not plant. Okay, that is an stimulus is being given. See the difference between the external stimulus. Over there the chemical was external stimulus, light was external stimulus, temperature was external stimulus. So it was a tactic movement. But here some touch, it is the seismonastic. Okay. Then thigmonastic movements. Thigmonastic movements are the movements that shows by the tip of the climber. When it gets the host or any of the dead wood, the plant will start, it will get attracted. So the stimulus is being given by that host. So what will happen, that the teeth will start winding on that host. This type of movement, you find it is known as hypmonastic movement. So see the stimulus, the external stimulus, they are different in the tactic movements and the nastic movements. If we take the tropic movements are the movements of growth. જેમાં વૃદ્ધિ જોવા મળે છે, growth જોવા મળે છે. You take a box, you keep a potted plant in a box, give a hole on two sides. On one side hole you put a light. Okay, so what will happen after few days or 1 week, from the other side of the hole of the box, the plant will come out. The plant will come out. Why this happens? Because the light, because of light, what happened? That the growth is observed. The cells are produced, and because of that growth, the plant comes out. But what is the scientific fact after that? Exactly. See, there is one hormone, growth hormone. See, growth is always being, maintained by the hormones. So there is one hormone named auxins. Now this auxins, it has got a property that it is active in darkness. It is more active in darkness, or it becomes inactive in light. So what happens, that when a plant is there, this is a plant, the light falls on this side, but here light is not there. So here you will find the darkness, here there is light. Okay, so what will happen, the auxin level will be more in this side than this side, and so the growth you will observe on this side, and because of that more number of cells will be over here and less number of cells will be over here, the growth, the plant will bend and it will come out. So this is known as phototropic movements. Due to sunlight, there is a movement, it is known as, there is a growth, it is known as the phototropic movement. Then we say hydrotropic movement. Hydro, water, roots. See, what happens? It grows. See, this is a box. You keep a hole. Okay, fine. You keep a hole on one side. You give the light over here. Then also the plant will come out in the direction of light only. Why? But why this growth is there? That I need to explain you. That when the plant comes out, the one part is towards the light, but another part is away from light. And the part which is away from the light, in those cells, the level of the auxins is more. And when the level of auxins is more, what will happen? There will be more cell division. More number of cells are produced. Now you think that if this bottle is there, if you add more plastic over here, what will happen? Like this straw, it will bend. Because over here, you can say, this is not a good example, but yes, still, you can say, if the more number of cells is being deposited over here, what will happen? जहाँ less number of cells है, ત્યાં એનું curvature બનશે ને, to adjust it, right? And therefore, you will see a curvature. There was bend. So you will feel that it is going towards light. You will feel it is going towards light, but actual reason is how growth takes place. Because it is going towards light, it is known as phototropism. Photo means light, moving towards light. By growth, it is phototropism, right? But what is the scientific fact behind it? The oxygen levels on the other side of the cells. Got it? Okay. Now hydrotropism. You have seen the roots. They always grow in the ground where water is there. Or the best example, you take the seeds, move the seeds, you take cotton, soak it in water, put the seeds, and then in morning you see what will happen. The roots comes out, but it is not in air. It is in cotton. And why it is in cotton? Because water is there in cotton. So this movement, it is growth. Root has grown, right? And because it is growth and because there is a movement towards the water, it is known as hydrotrophic movement. The affinity towards the water will show the movement, and so it is known as hydrotrophic movement. Then comes the phototropic, hydrotropic, geotropic movements. Okay, in hydrotropic movements, the shoot, you can say shoot, leaf, stem, they are away from the water. Have you ever seen that it is in water? Except aquatic plants. But in aquatic plants also you will find that the leaves are floating. Pneumatophores, they are different. You will go in. It is in geotropism. So it is known as negative hydrotropism. Root shows positive hydrotropism and shoot shows negative hydrotropism. Now we will take the geotropism. Geo related to earth. Now what is there? What attraction is there in earth? Gravitation. Gravity. જેનાથી આપણે બધા earth સાથે bind છે. Okay. So this gravitational pull is, or you can say the roots have got the affinity towards this pull, and therefore the growth is of the root is always towards the soil, towards the earth, and this is known as positive geotropism. It is towards. But shoot region, leaves and stem, they, have you ever seen towards the soil? It grows against the soil in air. So it is negative, against the gravity. It goes against the gravity, and therefore it is known as negative geotropism. Positive geotropism, roots. Positive hydrotropism, roots. Negative hydrotropism, negative geotropism, shoot. Okay. Then comes the hydrotropism, geotropism, phototropism. Then comes the thermotropism. Due to the temperature. See, the root, that in soil, if you insert the thermometer in the soil, you will find that in soil you will find certain temperature. While in atmosphere, because it is open, the light or the temperature is dispersed, and so the temperature is low than that of the soil. So root is always being attracted towards the temperature, and therefore it shows the thermotropic movement, the positive thermotropic movements than the shoot. So this is about the tropisms. Okay, thermotropic, geotropic, phototropic and hydrotropic. Okay, so this is all about the plant